Let's move on now to nervous in Niles. And
I
so,
like these.
yes, I know. I love the alliteration that your clerk came up with. It's great. So nervous in Niles says that I have a second mortgage on my home, but my husband and I have divorced. He was supposed to pay the second mortgage and the first mortgage, but now it is going into foreclosure. The question is, can I lose my home? He won't, or he can't catch up on the payments. Question mark. That's unclear. Very nervous in Niles, Michigan.
You know where Niles is?
I do. I actually, my dad's sister actually lives in this little dinky town called Indian River, just outside Niles.
Okay. All right.
Randomly. So when I read this question earlier, I was like, oh, it's from my aunt.
Niles.
Niles. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the thing about this second mortgage is I would need to see the title work a little bit and ask a little bit more questions, but a second mortgage, if somebody's in default of a second mortgage, even if they're divorced or what have you, so long as she's current on the first mortgage, the likelihood that she'll lose the property to the second mortgage if the second mortgage company does a foreclosure is very remote. And if the second mortgage is a small amount, we would need to know more. It's even more unlikely that the second mortgage would go and pay off the first mortgage. That's number one. So her concern, it's probably better for her not to worry about the mortgage so much as it would be to go back to court and petition the court, the same court who did issued the judgment, to compel the ex-husband to make a payment or to get current on the mortgage. Or in some way, shape, or form, then he has to do certain things. There could be a negotiation. Hey, if you're not paying, you have to give up X or Y, right? You can do some type of settlement negotiation. But the thing is that what good is it to go to court to compel somebody if she thinks that he can't make the payment, right? If he's having a hard time, probably what's best. Now, if this was a first mortgage, I'd probably encourage them to do a modification, especially in this current environment. And it would most likely be awarded, depending on the type of underlying mortgage. If it's a federal mortgage, it would be probably modified with no issue. But I don't know if I would be so nervous about this situation because it's a second mortgage. Mm-hmm. And like I said, unless the second mortgage, now there's one other thing though. Gotta be real careful. If the second mortgage is held by the same company that owns the first mortgage, now you have to be concerned. Mm-hmm. Because the first mortgage company can come in and they can merge the two mortgages together and then foreclose on them. Mm-hmm. That could be problematic. So there's a lot of different things that are going on here. I would encourage nervous to give us a call or to consult with any good real estate and finance attorney, but we handle the whole state of Michigan and Ohio. I would definitely not sit on your laurels. I would be concerned and I would press it two ways. Either modify the judgment, go back to the court, compel the judgment to be enforced, or to reach out to your lender and just try and get it resolved. And if you can't make a payment, let's say this wife, the ex-wife has no money to make a payment, that's another issue that we'd have to discuss. How do you get a forbearance agreement, et cetera. So there's a lot of options. You're not going to lose your home that quickly. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Did I answer that question? I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, I think I answered it. I mean, there's no right answer, right?
The question was, can I lose the home?
Right. I'm not sure, but I know that there's a lot of things that you can do so you won't lose your home.
So the answer for very nervous denials is you have options.
That's right.
So give someone a call.